Hello everybody, welcome to a massive name match. We've got week 1 of Super League Group B, Andy Davo versus KFOG. Andy Davo has won Super League twice in the past. KFOG has won everything except Super League basically, and there is to win in Blood Bowl. We've got a very interesting matchup here, Wood Elves versus Necromantic. Andy Davo thinks that this is bad for the Necromantic. I think it's bad for the Wood Elves, but I think it depends on who you are and what you're thinking as well, right? I think, Davo's thinking he can lose to anybody if they've got Wood Elves because they can just leap in and strip him. And, so I guess where he's coming from, whereas, I still think it's a bad matchup for Wood Elves overall. But, if you think that you're mostly better than people you're playing, which he is, then it is giving them a lifeline, right? It's giving worse players a better lifeline with a leap in. But I think if they're both good, then I think it leans towards the Necromantic. There you go, that's my take on it. Davo won the toss, chose to receive. He's got the Necromantic. Big Kev has got no tree, he's got loads of dodge. A ridiculous amount of dodge. 9 dodge players, 2 wrestlers. Every player has a skill, like a fighting skill of some kind. Davo's gone for the 4 guard. 3 block, 2 wolf build. Will he get value out of the wolves, or will Diomed's team look better? Again, the constant thought of, he's trying to catch it on the flesh golem, hoping for a touchback. Gets it. Look a dog. They are both the same as the World Cup builds. They both have got the exact. See, this is what I like. This is why I liked making the Super League just the same as the World Cup, because now, will people use the exact same builds? Will they tweak them a bit? I thought it was quite a cool little idea, and they are both using their World Cup builds. Now, obviously, Davo finished 3rd, so you can imagine he thought that was pretty good. And Big Kev lost to Sergal, didn't he? Where Sergal just didn't really fail anything for the entire game. Not that Sergal played bad or anything, but it's just a fact that he had pretty good dice for the duration, and I think he was a little bit hard done by was KFOG, but that's what happens at this level, right? There's no easy games. Sergal's very good at Blood Bowl, and that's what happened. So there you go. Thoughts on No Tree Woodies? I think they're a great team, especially I don't know why, especially. They're just good, aren't they? 9 dodge. I think the tree in Resurrection, especially in Resurrection, I think in Progression, having a tree to absorb hits is a bit better. But so we're just gonna tag the wolf and make it hard for him to block. See this block being worse than a ghoul for Davo right now. Tries the cheeky 3-2. Snakes. Davo has to keep his guards next to the ball at all times. Was this a frenzy trap there? It was, wasn't it? Ball completely exposed. No, it wasn't. Why did I think that was a frenzy trap? I didn't see a bloody flesh golem. That was insane. Oh, it's because it was the second hit. If he'd done the second hit first, it would have been an insane move. But no, it wasn't. Okay, that was the second hit. Whoa, this is still dice. This is mad. Based cage? I hate this. Surely you've got to put the Wraith there for that hit. Because, what if you don't pow? Ooh. So that follow opens up the back of the cage. Frenzy trap now. Gets a removal. Classic Davo. So, I guess this is what Davo's thinking, right? That Well, maybe Big Kev's gone for it, actually. So I was thinking maybe KFOG won't go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rush to hit. It's not too many dice, is it? But like maybe he'll get something better. But maybe he won't, right? That was a big follow there from Davo. That made this a lot easier, right? That was a mistake. That follow was just actually a mistake, I think. I don't think. That follow was a mistake. Big mistake. That follow. If he hadn't followed here, this isn't on at all. So yeah, big mistake by Davo. And yeah, he is coming in. 3 plus 3 to get the ball, isn't it? Too easy. Just gotta roll a few more dice. That's the mentality that I need. Oh, here we go. And we're away. He's done the rushes. And he's punted it. Oh man. Hilarious. Well, that's funny, isn't it? Because that's almost game over. But it was this follow was the thing, because he got the POW. He didn't have to follow. If he didn't get the POW, he probably still has to not follow, right? And just hope that his fleshy doesn't go down in front. But that was a huge mistake, that follow. Huge mistake. And wow. Yep, this is very, very bad for Davo. Nope. Oh, so we're doing the chain here to get the ghoul into range. Oh god, 2 rerolls down. I wonder if it would have been better to have... Is the ghoul in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, no, that's really good then, isn't it? Oh my god, all of his rerolls are gone. Oh, and he failed to pick up. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Could he have moved anyone else? Yeah. Both wolves and a zombie. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I mean, he could have blocked there and then come around. Probably should have blocked this first, right, before this ghoul. I get wanting to get the ball on the ghoul, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that wolf could have come there. The other wolf could have come around. This was definitely selling out on. Like, maybe they were going to rush us, or maybe they were going to dodge or rush or something to cover as well, but I feel like you've just got to, you know, get something back first. But instead he doesn't. And now this is more than a pickle. It's probably a touchdown, isn't it? Is it? Can he score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he can't score, but he's definitely going to dodge blitz with this guy, right? He could pick it up, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Puts in a reroll for that. That's interesting, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rush, rush. Yeah, I guess he had to. But then did he? Because he just got a blitz with him and then he could pick it up himself. Does that do anything? I wonder if that's necessary. Weird, eh? Because this guy can just blitz. I guess it does trap him. It does trap him. So he's not worried about him blitzing with him or anything. He's just doesn't want him to, I don't know, blitz, pick it up and then get him to the card or whatever. But I mean, I think this is, maybe he's thinking about stalling. Wants to stall it for as long as possible, but interesting. It is a very wild start, yeah. Let's punch somebody with your wolf. Probably should have dodged off, right, to try and break the stall as soon as possible. He couldn't have made it enough to pick up, no. Doesn't get the knockdown. It's funny, isn't it? Because that rush that he made has left this guy based. So now if he wants to blitz this with wrestle, he'd have to dodge off. So obviously he's not going to. He's just going to blockless. Oh no, he's going to dodge. Okay, well. Okay, well, I mean, if you're going to score, you're better off just blitzing without a block, aren't you? And 1 in 81 instead of 1 in 36, but there you go. Maybe he was planning on stalling, and then once it failed is when he didn't. So yeah, that's a wild false start. Now the problem with for Davo now is not only is he 1-0 down, he's got to push up to try and score and make it 1-1, right? Which is going to make it a bit easier for Big Kev to get in on the ball hits. He's got to not make that mistake again. Yeah, he's got the fleshes out. The problem is he's got no rerolls as well. He's got no rerolls. And there we go. He's dub skulled, and he's removed himself. And yep. Well, we don't really have to imagine a blitz now because it's worse than a blitz for Davo. It's dub skulls, but and he didn't really have much choice, right? Like he had to use his rerolls after he got himself into the pickle, but it was just a huge mistake on the follow, right? That zombie follow has not lost him the game yet, but it's put him in a horrendous position. Love tagging fleshies with catchers because they're already like, because they're strength 2 versus strength 3, they're still strength 2 versus strength 4, if you see what I mean. Hello, Jack Bull. It does indeed, yeah. So this is a very defensive formation here for his dancer, but it hasn't really achieved too much because it's been cracked. Now makes a safe move at some point. Classic. And he's got 2 dice without a reroll. Doesn't get down the blodger. Surprising. And well, that's funny, isn't it? It's funny that Davo played 3 games versus me without making a real mistake, and then that mistake versus KFOG has, cost him a touchdown, cost him all 3 rerolls, and might cost him another touchdown now. Yep, no dub ones here. Oh. I think this was maybe a mistake. That's interesting, isn't it? Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I guess this is a better spot if you've got that guy out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can't really get far enough across. So yeah, you're better off just moving that one first. Oh, he should have moved this guy first and not cut the corner, maybe. No, but now that gives him a proper screen. Wow. No qualms about corner cutting from Big Kev. Flip me. I mean, he would definitely take a surf if you gave him it now because he's lost this drive, hasn't he? He's 2-0 down, basically, guaranteed.
Glorious. No, I won't give in until I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
Last ever Prime sub, as I've cancelled the Prime subscription.
Ah, well, thank you very much, Ali Raider. An honour to be your last Prime sub. Thanks for staying fantastic for 2 beer pregnancies. Ah, yeah. Oh, argue the call. He did a foul and got sent off, and that failed one of the argue the call. Funny. I wouldn't give anybody my last Malteser. Do you know what's interesting? To me, anyway, is people like KFOG and Purple Goo and people like that. They tend to make these formations, you know, like when they've completely won a game with elves, and they seem to like make these formations that are somehow a little bit better than what normal people do. But I wonder if that's because they've, you know, dominated so many games of tabletop when they've turned over some poor sap who you know, leap in and strip them, that they've had more practice at it. But it's funny how good they are at making really secure cages on a game that's already won. Better than average. Like for other good players, if you see what I mean. Yeah, no such thing as a last Malteser. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Oh my god, toxic showboat, yes! Showboat in the end zone, what you gonna do? Well, 2-0 for Big Kev. He's got 10 players. Davo still got 11. The Wolf came back, otherwise it could have actually been... Oh no, he's got 9. Okay, sorry, he's got 9. KFog's got 9. And Davo's got 11. It could have been 10v10 if the KOs had gone the other way. Unbelievable. It's actually not over, right? Because Necro are pretty horrific on defense for elves. Now, obviously, wood elves are a bit faster. Like, I really struggled with my dark elves, but I was trying to score on turn 8, and it's a lot harder to score on turn 8 than it is to just score it on any turn, right? If your objective is to just score on offense, then it's a lot easier. Like, when I was playing Davo, if I was just trying to score, it would have been a lot easier, but I mean, I was trying to score on turn 8, right? So the fact that he's got the freedom to score early, that helps a lot. But, you know, it's scary, right? Like, you can't do a lot. They've got all this strength, all this guard. It's really hard to ever hit anything. And, you know, it's possible that he gets this back to 2-2. I don't think he'll just Daka, but because he can score on any turn. You see, the thing is, the point of the Daka is you score on turn 8, right? So he doesn't have to Daka now. He can do this. He can do this kind of thing, and he can just have a fluid offense. That Dimmy hated it when I said that, but that's exactly what he's got, right? You know, Davo has to come after and pressure him, but he's also got to stop a score at any cost. So it's very very difficult defense when they can score at any turn. So yeah, anything's possible now. Breakaways, you know, they've both got to be thinking about breakaways. Can he get the ball to a catcher or and just potato off? So it's very difficult for both, really. You know, Davo's got to be covering everything at all times and getting the pressure, whereas KFOG, you know, knows it's going to be difficult, knows he's going to be under pressure. But you know, it's a lot easier for him the fact that he doesn't have to score on turn 8. That's so much better. So yeah, nothing's really very hittable. Get the ball on a sidestepper and hope you roll some 2+. And like, you're gonna fail 2+, right? Like, this is the thing. If your plan every turn just involves rolling multiple 2+ dodges, eventually you're gonna fail some. And 3s and 4s. Okay, he doesn't fail any. The advantage that Davo has over Diomed now is that this wolf can blitz him. I would have definitely blitzed him with that wolf. 100,000,000%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You haven't pinned him at the sideline if you pound, but you might pin him at the sideline. And then, like, that's the advantage of the two wolves, right? One can do something while the other one doesn't. Instead, he's trying to get pressure on the ball. Apply ball pressure. I think this would be better at 0-0. So I think this play from Davo would be better at 0-0. Because then you're just trying to stop the turn 8 score, right? But the fact that you've got to be wary of breakaways and stuff means that I would have definitely blitzed the catcher here. And now Big Kev might be thinking about getting it to that catcher and just scoring, right? That's exactly what he's going to do. Wow. Well, I hate to be proven right absolutely instantly. Absolutely instantly, but there you go. Instant correct, Jim. What can I say? Pretty good at the blood bowls. So yeah, that was, you know, maybe tilt. Maybe tilt from Davo there. Not adapting to the new situation. I think his turn would have been better at 0-0, right? I think he would have had the right turn at 0-0, but he had to think of the situation. Oh my god, and think how devastating the touchdown is on any turn, right? So, yeah. Nostradamus. Oh well, here we go. Davo dice. Resume. If this had happened turn 1 of the match, maybe it would have gone differently. He still used 2 rerolls, mind. He still used 2 rerolls instantly. But still, if this had been the first half... Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Like, that's the thing. So, I don't think this game proves that it is a hard one for Necro, right? He made a small mistake that turned out to be massive, right? And had some bad dice after that. He rolled a 1 on his bribe. But you know, if this had been the first turn, then it would have been like if this had been the first half, first turn, 2 removals, he wouldn't have made that foul. Probably he would have actually got a bribe. But still, this looks pretty over, right? KFog's 3-0 up. There's no need for him to go crazy. Obviously, Davo isn't going to score 3 touchdowns. He's just playing for 3-1 loss because touchdown difference matters in this league. So There's no point going crazy trying to score, you know, trying to make it 3-3 and lose 4-0 or 5-0. So just try and lose 3-1 now for your touchdown difference. Yep, if this had been the first half, this would have probably been over already. That's crazy, isn't it? What a difference. What a difference some dice make. Yes, they do have. I mean, and plus they've got the strip and everything, right? Like, the strip is what created the danger in the first place, right? Like, that follow wouldn't have been a mistake versus, you know, my Dark Elves, right? That wouldn't have even been a mistake versus my Dark Elves. But because Big Kev has got strip ball and leap, it was a devastating game-losing mistake. So, there you go. Hello. Happy New Year, everybody. It is Resurrection. It is just the same as the World Cup. It's even the same rules as the World Cup this season. Might spice it up in future seasons, but no, it's Resurrection, just the same as the World Cup. Same as a lot of NAF style tabletop events. This is a nice little chain push, isn't it? For another hit. Guard cage corners. Ish. I don't know why I did the 3D before moving the ball. Oh, because the ball's coming in there. Okay. I thought when he moved these up, when he moved this up, I thought he was putting the ball there. Maybe he was going to and then realised he could just get stripped because he couldn't get a player here. So he just did that instead. This wolf's just in a weird spot, isn't it? That's the thing. That's what bamboozled me. The constant catcher fouls are funny in it because of the bribe. Well, there's a bit of a gaping hole now. Ghoul might have been better for this blitz, mightn't it? That's the thing. That's the funny thing about the Ghoul versus the Wolf, isn't it? A lot of the time, like a positional blitz is just better with a Ghoul because it doesn't have Frenzy. Like, obviously for damage, Frenzy's better. And versus Orcs and stuff, the Claw's better. But positional blitz, a Wrestle Ghoul would have been better, right? Interesting. I don't think it's as cut and dried as maybe I implied it was between the two. Roosters. It just seems crazy, doesn't it? Because you would never consider a Wood Elf team with just one War Dancer. So it does seem kind of crazy and consider a Necro team with only one Wolf. But, and I guess you could have a Dark Elf team with one Witch Elf, couldn't you? Wow. 2 rerolls. Oh, it's turn 15. Makes sense. Wait. No, it's turn 16. No, maybe he thought it was. Maybe he thought it was turn 16. Like, maybe he thought Davo was receiving. Oh my goodness. Imagine if this had been Davo's. Imagine if this had been the first half, by the way. Now, I know Big Kev would have played differently and stuff. But, like, my God, if he'd got these dice in the first half, this would have not been a game at all. And, I mean, that is a big part of it, isn't it? Like, at the end of the day, you know, Necro can get these dice games versus anybody. And, like, you know, with Claw, they can just annihilate Orcs and stuff. Yes, I mean, yes, I'm sure it would have played out differently, but still, just based purely on the dice, If Davo had these dice and not made that mistake in the first half, would have been very different. And to be fair, that is the good thing about his build, right? With 2 wolves, it's more likely to just dice somebody. And if you dice somebody, that's the best way to win. It's the best way to beat Davo. It's the best way to beat Big Kev. It's the best way to beat Seabros. The best way to beat any of these top players is to dice the pants off them. And Necro gives you a real good chance to do that. And like a reliable way to do it. Because you're just banging things with claw, right? The way you dice people is just by playing normally and banging people, just maximising claw hits and stuff. Very simple. Whereas the way elves do it is by, like, you know, rolling leaps and strips, which is, you've got to roll dice to do, so it's interesting, super interesting. And wow, there you go, a 3-1 win, easy win for Big Kev, as it happened. But yeah, it was just that one small mistake, the follow from Davo. If that zombie hadn't followed, then it's a 4+ leap into an uphill blitz instead of a 3+ leap into a 1 dice blitz. And maybe you would have gone for the 4+ uphill, maybe, because maybe you wouldn't have got anything better still, you know, like, it's versus, like, this is the thing, you know, if you're playing Davo, you know that you're not going to get many good chances, so you're more incentivized to take these kind of dodgier sacks. So maybe you'd have still gone for a 4+ uphill, but when it's a 3+ 1D, yeah, you've got to make that, haven't you, every time. So there you go, big win for KFOG. Loss for Davo. Congratulations, Core. Commiserations, Andy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And stay fantastic.